Hola, ¿cómo está? Konnichiwa. How you doing, everybody? I'm your host, Dr. Lotus Riche, and guess what? Today, I'm coming to you because so many people are asking themselves, how can they be successful? Did you ever wonder how people become multimillionaires? Did you ever wonder how people don't just become wealthy, but how they stay wealthy? It's oftentimes because of who they know and the people that they know that have helped them implement great practices in their lives, like atomic habits. Now, you might be saying, Dr. Lotus, what's an atomic habit? Atomic Habits. This book by James Clear, if you don't have this book by James Clear, and no, they're not asking me to say it, they're not paying me to say it, but this is Atomic Habits. So, what I'm going to share with you today is to help you have 15 minutes of success. All right. So, with that being said, we have no further ado but to come straight to you with our next guest that's going to help you have atomic habits. And she's going to give us some secret sauce about an upcoming event called Ignite Your Life for Life. We'll be right back. So, before I go, let me not forget, make sure you share this broadcast with a friend because they want to be able to win too. All right, we'll see you soon. 15 minutes is all it takes to jumpstart your day as powerful entrepreneurs share what they do so you can be successful too. Welcome to 15 Minutes of Success. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, I'm your show host, Dr. Lotus Riché, and welcome to 15 Minutes Success. As we say every day, it's a good day and it's a great day in every way. That's what I say. It's a great day in every way. So as you come in, please let us know where you're joining us from, what country, what city, what state. We want to know. So we say, hola, buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? How you doing? Ni hao. We are happy to have you here today for 15 Minutes of Success with our guest. Her name is Miss Angela Elting. She's going to come in and rock the house because a lot of people are wondering, Dr. Lotus, how can I be successful? I want to be like Myron Golden. I want to be like Oprah Winfrey. I want to be like this person and that person. What we're bringing you today is how to be successful and be yourself. Come to the earth plane with what God, the Most High, your creator, whoever you see as God, or the source that you believe in, has given you. And we're going to give you some golden strategies that's going to help you help yourself to ignite and take flight in the success area of your life. But before we go there, I want to invite you to invite others. Go ahead, invite others on this broadcast. You can let them see us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and of course, Facebook. So let me tell you a little bit about our guest. Our guest is a well-known Guinness World Record holder. She's an author and she's a certified nutritionist. She's a certified wellness coach, and she is the former captain of the women's rugby team in Japan. So, with no further ado, the next voice I'm going to bring to you is our amazing guest, Miss Angela Elting. Now, go tag a friend and tell them to come on in for 15 Minutes of Success. Welcome, Mrs. Angela Elting, owner of Rugger Wellness, helping you get well as you excel with your health. Well, welcome to the show, Miss Angie. How are you? We see that you're doing great, but we can't hear you. Turn your mic on.
Hey. How are you doing, Dr. Lowe?
I am doing so well. If I was doing any better, there'd be two of me telling two of you the same thing. So happy to have you here today. So again, welcome to 15 Minutes of Success. And we know that you're going to come and share some things with us. And I told the audience a bit about you. I told them some of your secret sauce, that you were the former captain of the Japanese rugby team for women, and how magnificent you are. I told them that you're a wellness expert and things of that nature. Is there anything else that you'd like to share? And maybe you could share it in Japanese. That'd be fine with me, Miss Angie.
Well, konnichiwa. Hello, everyone. I am Angie Elting, and I am the founder of Rugger Wellness, and I am a certified personal fitness trainer and nutrition coach. A little bit about my background. I am half Japanese, half African American, lived most of my life in Japan, with being a part of the US Navy, playing sports, and one of the greatest highlights of my life is being the captain at one point with the Japanese national team. I've been playing rugby for over 20 years, and about 15 years of that is with the Japanese national team. Had the opportunity to travel around the world representing the country, and one year as the captain of the Sevens women's team, I was able to take our team to win the championship, the Asian qualifier for the World Cup that following year.
All right, fantastic. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So thank you for sharing that with us. And hello. We see Lowell, Tom Upshur. We see you. Thank you for being here. Let us know where you're coming in from. We see Nora. She's in from Nigeria. Way to go. And of course, Angela's doing double duty. She said, welcome to the show. Denise Hurst is in from Chicago. And we have Mr. Gant from Kosovo. Wow, we have Miss Tamar. We know she's coming in from the Philippines, and we've got Miracle. Man, this is amazing. Miracle is coming in. She said, good stuff. Love you too. Miracle, do what you got to do. Let us know where you're coming in from. We definitely want to know. So with no further ado, Miss Angie, we know that you are an all-around athlete. And we know a lot of times we have people in various sports, and sometimes they run into different issues with their physical fitness. They run into issues with what they eat, what they should eat, what they should not eat. And sometimes if they're not achieving the things that they need to achieve, the success they need to achieve, sometimes they fall into depression. And so I can imagine that you've seen it on multiple spectrums. So can you tell us how you got involved with doing rugby? And then tell us your 5 tips that you want to share with people to help them become and remain successful in whatever sport they're in, but also in life and business, because we know that you're a Guinness World Record holder and we know you're an author. So talk to us.
All right. Well, how I got started with rugby is from the university. I was playing sports. I've been playing sports all my life since age of 8. So that makes me only about 25. I didn't say how long I've been playing the sport, but I've been playing my first sport. I started playing softball. And then I decided after a year of softball, for some reason, I decided I wanted to play some baseball. So my dad allowed me to play about 2 years of baseball, being the only girl playing on the baseball team. Junior high school, I played a myriad of sports, playing volleyball, basketball, field hockey, track and field, and softball. So this culminates throughout the school year and even during my summertime. So every season, there was always a different type of sport that I was always involved in. I got a scholarship playing full-time volleyball during the fall and track and field during the spring. And after 2 years of graduating from the community college on that sports scholarship, I earned a full scholarship to Illinois State University running track. After 4 years of completing my athletic scholarship, I had another year to complete my academics, and I decided I wanted to continue to play, continue to run track, or stay athletic in some way. I came upon a flyer from a women's rugby team for the university, And once I sat in that first meeting and I saw a video of the games being played, I was like, you know, this is right up my alley. And that was the beginning. As soon as I set foot and finally learned how to play the game, I was running around scoring tries, as we call, basically scoring a lot of the goals in rugby terms. And that was my start to rugby.
Awesome, fantastic. So I've had conversations with you in the past, and you shared with me that you actually worked to gain money so that you could play the sport. And I know that we have a lot of professional sports people that watch this show. One of my prior guests, um, he was the former middleweight champion of the world, Mr. No Mercy Percy, and of course Sugar Ray Leonard's son, Mr. Ray Leonard Jr. has been here as well, and some other people who work hard in sports. And one thing that I hear from most of them is that they made sacrifices to play the sport that they love. So I know you've made sacrifices. So how does that tie into how people make sacrifices in business and in life to be successful?
Well, in any endeavor, there's always going to be some highs and lows, and therefore there will also be some sacrifices. So while I was actually in the United States Navy and stationed in Japan, and at the time uh, I was stationed on a ship, and most of my time I'm either spending my life on the ship or I'm living in a home on the economy. So living off base, doing everything that I love to do. After my 4 years with the Navy, I decided that I wanted to stay in Japan because I had the opportunity to play for the national team, had the invitation to play on the national team as a representative for the 2002
Right.
Women's World Cup in Spain. And so during that time frame, I didn't really work. I didn't have a job. So I was just basically full time playing rugby, going to practices, taking the train, meeting with my teammates, and also traveling because we also traveled to multiple countries to prepare for the preparation of this World Cup tour that we're going to spend 3 weeks in Barcelona. So with no job and only just full time rugby, there were some hard times because I was basically living off the savings that I had while I was in the Navy, which kept me sustained. But
Yep.
with all these
Yep.
overseas travels, I had to figure out, okay, what am I going to do next? And so, I had to learn how to save from time to time instead of taking the train to go to travel to some of the seminars. I would take the time to maybe spend some time with some teammates to travel with them. Eventually, when I did, and then also seek for a job. Once I got a job, you know, and waiting for funds to accumulate, I basically took the time to just walk to work instead of so I can save my transportation money for rugby because at that time everything we were funding out of our own pocket. All of our train fares, all of our airfares, hotel stays. It wasn't until after that World Cup where we were actually being funded by the International Rugby Board to be able to have those additional funding. And of course, once I started working full time, I had additional funding saved. So I really had to sacrifice some time and a lot of money as well, but it was all worth it for the love of the sport.
Wow. So how have you tied that into what you do now? Because you've become extremely successful with what you do. And maybe if you can tell us a bit about what you do and how you become successful and how you maintain that success.
Okay. So currently, I work for the Department of Defense and I support service members, particularly sailors and their family members, as a work and family life program manager. So I oversee programs that support our service members and their families to sustain and overcome any life stressors, such as sailors being on deployment, so they're separated by their families. We provide them the policies that govern the programs to learn multiple life skills, flexibility skills, how to improve their communication, anger, stress management, issues that they may have. If we have service members who are relocating from one duty station to another, we assist with that process because that can be stressful as well. We have a program for exceptional family members where there are family members having needs. We connect them with information and referral services to assist them. We educate them. If we have service members who are transitioning out of the military for themselves as well as their families, we have a mandatory program to assist them with that. Finances, employment, you name it, anything that has to deal with that work-life balance. So it's pretty ironic that I am now overseeing those programs where when I first started, I was at the ground level teaching at the installation in Japan as a life skills educator, worked my way up to becoming a regional coordinator in Japan. And just about 6 years ago, came to DC, where I'm at now, to be one of the supervisors of the program and overseeing it within the last year. But when it comes to success and how I got here, it was perseverance. That's really one of the first things. But before that perseverance, you have to set a goal to be successful. What is it that you want to do? And so my goal was to support family members with the things that I love. And at the time, I was providing them with, I was teaching English at one point. I was also facilitating programs, helping with service members and family members to improve on some of their basic academic skills. There were service members who were trying to prepare for advancing their careers in the Navy, but they just didn't have the score to advance. So they needed to start a refresh by taking an academic skills course. So I helped to facilitate those programs. And so when they were determined that they want to take the next journey to improve their life within the Navy, then when they set that goal in mind, I was there to assist them all the way. So that was one of the ways. And so my goal was to continue to offer my services throughout my lifetime.
Awesome. That's magnificent. So with every level of success comes challenge. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back, and we'd like to hear some of the challenges that you've had and how you've overcome them. And then we want to share some secret sizzling sauce, because we know that you're going to be helping the Ignite Your Life for Life to help people overcome their challenges with stagnation. You know, a lot of people have started these New Year's resolutions. Some people have got started, they got stalled and they stopped. Some people have not started yet, and we are already halfway through the year. So when we come back, we're going to hear how our guest, former champion and captain of the Japanese women's rugby team, how she faced some challenges, tough challenges, how she overcame them, and how she's helping people just like you all around the world to ignite your life for life. We'll be right back.
Like sun to the day, we are light and we shine forevermore. The Black History Song. Stream now on your major music platform.
Could you live without income for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe even 5 years? You might be thinking, well, that's a silly question. Well, is it? What if some medical event occurs in your life where you no longer can be the superstar in your household and generate that income? Or what about a planned event where your income comes to a sudden stop? Perhaps your employment has been terminated or your business has ceased operating. Are you prepared with a backup financial income? Or what about those voluntary events in life where you decide it's time to disconnect, perhaps retire, stop working? Do you have a backup income plan or something in place? I'm Sabrina Protic, your financial coach, helping you develop an income plan. Your financial tomorrow depends on what you do today.
Connect with me for a bright and secure financial future.
How is your mother and daughter relationship? Are you one of the millions of mothers and daughters experiencing difficulties in your relationship and don't know how to put it back together again? We have good news for you. The Mother and Daughter Television Network app has finally arrived, and it's designed with you in mind. This amazing app, created by Dr. Bessie Fletcher, a Christian clinical psychologist, has worked with mothers and daughters around the world for more than 25 years, helping mothers and daughters reach the pinnacle of success in restoring their relationships, and so can you. Start creating your mother and daughter relationship today. Go to your app store and download the app now. All right, and we are back. We are back with our amazing guest, Miss Angela Elting. Swap places with me. All right, we're back. Woo woo! And she is absolutely dynamic. So, Miss Elting, before we went to break, we talked about you coming back, talking to us about some of the challenges you faced. One, in the position that you're in, working with the United States government as a former captain, and when you were the captain of the rugby team, the Japanese rugby team in Japan. Can you share maybe one challenge that you've overcome maybe in the sport, and then the challenge you've overcome working for the government or working for any entity? And then we'd like to go right into some more secret sauce about the Ignite Your Life for Life. Please share.
Sure, absolutely. So when I was playing rugby, being the first person of color, at the time really the only person of color that was playing on the team, I'm the only foreigner playing on the team. But the great thing is there were no language barriers. My teammates, there were many teammates who had traveled abroad to learn more English and improve on their rugby skills. So my advantage was to improve on my Japanese, because my Japanese was only at the conversational level. So I truly learned a lot of technical terms about the sport, about life, through my teammates. And eventually, because of my language ability, being fluent in English or traveling overseas, I had been asked to be the team interpreter as well. So from time to time, in 1 year, when I was the captain of the rugby team for the sevens team, I was the captain of the team, the interpreter for the team, as well as the interpreter to our coach, who was from Australia. So everything I did was 100-fold and needed my attention at 100 fold, basically. But I truly enjoyed it, because the whole time, as I was improving on my language ability, I had to force myself to be very proficient, and I did, because I was not only thinking, speaking, reading, writing, but sometimes even dreaming in Japanese. And, because of that experience, I was very, very fluent, and I can get around anywhere in Japan, anywhere around the world, traveling with my team, or even outside of the sport, using the language of my mother tongue.
I love that. So thank you. So with what you do, you work with a lot of people from all over the world, and you have a very specialized type of job. So, has there ever been any times where you had challenges, and or even people that you work with may have had a challenge, but you were able to help them reach their ultimate level of success by imparting some things into them? Would you share that with us?
Yes, absolutely. I'm really blessed. I feel very blessed that with this job that I'm one of a few that have basically served at every level from the installation through the headquarters and being at the pretty much at the top of my game within my program to currently serve as the program manager of the programs that I once started as just an one of the instructors, one of the trainers of the life skills programs. And so because I've had that experience, I've had many coworkers and staff that have come in that only having just the knowledge at being at the installation, or we may even have those who have worked out not in the Navy. They might have worked with the Army, maybe with the Marine Corps, maybe not even with our programs, but they're aware of program management. So I help to translate those skills into functional skills. For example, my supervisor, he came from the Army. So he did all Army programs, and I basically was his Navy translator. A lot of my coworkers and staff that were beside me, same thing. I had shared with them the processes and the relationships that are being developed at the installation and at the region level and how we function at the headquarters. So we were all learning together, and I had just had great fun doing so.
Awesome. That's magnificent. So we want to welcome all of our guests. We have viewers from Canada. We have viewers from India. We have viewers from Pakistan. We have viewers from so many places in the world: Kosovo, Philippines, Australia, Africa, just so many people, Japan, from all around the world. And we want to thank you because we appreciate you. And we have a comment, and this comment is coming to us all the way from the Philippines. Give me a quick moment. I'm gonna try to go get this. And also, I don't want to leave out. Hold on one second. Um, we have someone all the way from Palm Beach, Florida. Miss Miracle,
Welcome,
thank you
welcome.
so much. Whoop whoop. So there was a comment here. Actually, it came in from one of our viewers from the Philippines, and they tiptoed on something that you had said earlier, which I
Mhm.
think is one of the key things that we want to not want to, we are offering you to help you with success. Having goals and perseverance is a great combination to achieving your dream. And so that takes us back to the Ignite Your Life for Life summit that's coming up on June 8th. And I heard it through the grapevine that you are one of the speakers. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you heard right. You heard right.
Right. So I heard it through the grapevine. So what I like to do is I want to share a little bit about this Ignite Your Life for Life summit that's coming your way this coming weekend, Saturday, June 8th. It starts at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. because we're not keeping you long, but this is designed to ignite you. So before we share this, we want to talk a bit because we know that you're on certain boards and you help people all around the world. And the Ignite Your Life for Life Summit is geared towards helping people to kind of jumpstart themselves back. And I don't want to say large, but a portion of some of the proceeds that we're taking in are this particular summit on the 8th is going to the Gates Heart Foundation. And so we know that you know a bit about Gabe's Heart, the 12-year-old who is the son of uh, world famous show host, the balanced Dr. Kim Jacobs. So I think you know a little bit of the story. So would you share a bit of the story with our audience so they can kind of know where some of the proceeds are going and what Gabe's Heart Foundation is all about?
Yes. So the Gabe's Heart Foundation is about they're really focused on buying and supplying defibrillators to areas that are highly concentrated with youth. Because Gabriel Michael Jacobs, at the age of 11, approaching 12, he had sudden cardiac arrest syndrome, and he was at home with his siblings, and there was really no one there that had the knowledge of CPR. And had there been someone with CPR or even a defibrillator, may have been able to save his life. And so his mother, Kim Jacobs, is on a mission, and we're on a mission with her, being a part of the board, as Dr. Lotus is a part of, and really trying to share that awareness of that this could happen to not only just adults, but even youth, even at very young ages, to understand what are those symptoms and how can we find solutions. And so there will be more seminars based on the awareness, but this is a great contribution that Dr. Lotus, that you're doing with this virtual summit to bring out that awareness. So I'm very, very happy to be a part of that contribution as well.
Thank you so much. And thank you to all of you that's here with us today and sharing in this amazing information that Miss Angela is putting out today. So we're going to share with you a bit about the summit so that you can be a part of helping us help to save lives all over the place, because this is something that's not just happening in small towns near you. It's happening in places everywhere. And so with that being said, here you goes.
It's time to reignite your spark and reclaim your control over your life. Welcome to the Ignite Your Life for Life Virtual Summit, your pathway to renewal, empowerment, and transformation. Saturday, June 8th, 2020, AM Eastern Standard.
Dr. Lotus,
sorry about that. I think I had a little snafu, but it's okay. We'll start it again. Give me 1 second. We'll start it again here. And I think you can hear it in the back. So give us a quick second and we'll get that started for you. All right. So while we're regrouping here and it's coming back up, we want to invite you to go to Ignite Your Life for Life. And we're going to put this right here for you to go and grab this yourself. Okay. And let me see if I can put it. Yeah, we can put it right here. We're going to put it right here. And you can go ahead once we share it with you, or you can do it right now. You can go right over to Ignite Your Life for Life and grab your ticket, because we want to see you. We want to see your face in the place. Okay. So we're going to share this with you now. Here it goes. The summit is going to be on Saturday, June 8th. And this will tell you a little bit about the folks that are going to be there. Here it goes. All right. So we're going to play that for you again. Here we go.
It's that time to reignite your spark and reclaim your control over your life. Welcome to the Ignite Your Life for Life Virtual Summit, your pathway to renewal, empowerment, and transformation. Saturday, June 8th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join expert speakers and thought leaders who will inspire, educate, and empower you to overcome obstacles and recommit to your goals and create lasting change. It's never too late to reignite your passion for life and purpose of your dreams with unwavering commitment. Join us at the Ignite Your Life for Life virtual summit and embark on a journey of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. Register now to reserve your spot and take the first step towards a brighter, healthier, and more fulfilling future. Together, let's ignite our lives for life. We'll see you on the inside. Get your ticket now.
So you can go ahead and get your ticket today at www.igniteyourlifeforlife.com. You can also scan the QR code that you see right in front of yourself, and you can send this to a friend, share, because sharing is caring. And the virtual summit, Ignite Your Life for Life, is coming your way June 8th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We want to get you in there, share some powerful messages with you that's going to help to ignite your life. And the tickets are only $37.97. Did I say only $37.97? Yes, I did. We've got 4 days left, 12 hours, 15 minutes, and 31 seconds. Woo-hoo! The Ignite Your Life for Life Summit is coming your way. And so for those of you, again, that's made some New Year's resolutions, you had a detour, some of you never even got started, this is going to help to reignite you, because we want to help you get your emotional balance back, get your well-being, your physical well-being, your financial well-being, your financial stability, your mental clarity. We want you to help regain that. And if you still got that intact, we want to help you keep powering through to the rest of this year and usher in to the new year being more ignited than ever before. And this is going to help you do that. Why should you attend our event? Let's face it, life has a way of throwing some amazing curveballs. Like a couple years ago, I lost my mom and I was ready to hang it up. Like Miss Kim Jacobs, who lost her son, Gabe. So many of us have so many losses. We've lost houses, we've lost jobs, we've lost people we love. We've lost interest in the things that we love to do. And something has to help us turn this thing around that we call life. And Igniting Your Life for Life Virtual Summit is here to help support you, to help revitalize you as you get into the things you need to do so you can get it done and move into the new year stronger, more brilliant, and more prepared. We're going to give you some practical strategies. We're going to give you a supportive community, and we're going to give you renewed motivation. We're going to give you our motivation, and you're going to learn how to create not only your own motivation, but your why is going to be even more pronounced. That's going to help you jumpstart yourself. And so, like I said, the event is June 8th, Saturday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can get your ticket here on the link. I am the show host, right? Right, Miss Angie, I'm the show host. So, Miss Angie, would you talk to us a little bit about what our guest is saying here now?
What our guests are saying, they're saying this is an interesting and fabulous summit. Definitely want to be there. Can't miss it.
Fantastic. And I'm one of the show hosts. And of course, Kim Jacobs is the co-host, the event host. I keep saying show. And then, of course, we have our event speakers. We have Miss Nancy Alert. She's the multi-family expert. She's an Emmy-nominated TV show host. And of course, Mr. Raul, K. Majarash. He's going to be with us. He's an author, a motivational speaker, a mental health advocate. And of course, we've got the phenomenal Dr. Marcia Stewart. She's a leadership coach and an international speaker. And she's got a new book coming out. So I heard. Don't tell nobody I told you. And then, of course, we have Chuck Doyle. He's a motivational speaker and a podcast host. And he also is a part of the Becoming the Better You. And you definitely want to hear from him as well. And of course, we have Dr. Niala G. Baraki. She's an energy healer and a therapist. And of course, today on our show, and she's here with Ignite Your Life for Life, we have Angela from and she's the owner of Rugged Wellness. She's a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach. And of course, we have Janine Horn. She's the founder and owner of Zenwell Studios. You can get your hydration on with Zenwell, okay? And then, of course, you saw these two ladies last week, Miss Janine Horn and Miss Dr. Luana Parker. She's a DTM expert and inspirational speaker. And if you don't know how to journal, she's going to show you how. And last but definitely not least, we have the amazing Brenda Ringwood. She's the founder of Becoming the Best You, and you've probably seen her most recently at an event, and she was on an interview with one of the Shark Tank's finest. And we're not going to tell you who you got to be at the event to find out who she was interviewing with from Shark Tank. Okay, and so you can get your tickets today and see our sponsors and our associate sponsors. And if you want to be a sponsor of the event, make sure you contact us at Lotus at lotusricheigniteyou.com and get your tickets to www.igniteyourlife.com, because we want to help you ignite your life and take flight in every area of your life. So, wow, woo! That was a mouthful. Woo-hoo! That was a mouthful. So, Miss Angie, what inspired you to be one of the speakers for the Ignite Your Life for Life Summit? And could you please share some final words of wisdom with our amazing audience as they maneuver and get their tickets for the Ignite Your Life Summit?
Absolutely. So, what have you been doing about your health and wellness? People want to change their health plans, and they really truly care about themselves. But we know that healthcare plans that are being prescribed by doctors, physicians, dietitians, nutritionists, sometimes they just don't work. So stop following those exercise and nutrition plans that others are creating for you. So jumpstart your health and wellness program with me that tailors to your needs today. And this is how it inspires me to help you ignite and take flight, as Dr. Lotus always says, in your health and wellness journey of your life. So buy your tickets today and learn more about how to ignite your life for life with my Jumpstart to your health and wellness program this Saturday.
Woo! I can't wait to see you there, because I have already jump-started my life, my health with your help. So we're looking forward to having you there. So don't stress. Be blessed. Don't take no mess, as you always ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We'll see you soon at the Ignite Your Life for Life Summit. Take care, and until we meet again, have a fabulous day. Ciao for now.
Like sun to the day, we are light and we shine forevermore. The Black History Song. Stream now